Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Quadash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Ban Yasharala of the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Also, salutations to the Sincere Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm the car Kharab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. And now today I'll be coming out with a lesson. The title of this lesson is Egypt shall mourn, or i.e., America, also known as Babylon in the scriptures, shall mourn. Meaning this place will be taken out of commission by the Heavenly Father. He will put a stop to this place and the wickedness that this place has produced around the four corners of this earth. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hands, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So this place, America, has been a golden cup, a pimp cup in the Lord's hand. And he's been passing, and the Lord allowed this place, America, to go around the four corners of the earth, pushing its policies, its philosophies, its laws, its rules, its democracies or demonocracy around the four corners of the earth. And these other nations, they drunk of that. They took part in it and they became mad. You know, they became drunken with the sins, the wickedness of this place. And now that we have the Lord is revealing everything, you know, these nations are sobering up and now they're actually becoming actually mad with this place. You know, that's why they're dumping the dollar, you know, they're walking off. They're now, you know, excluding America out because they're sick of the wickedness that this place pushes around the four corners of this earth. Verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. So this place is suddenly destroyed. Now this place is going down. You know, the economy is getting more worse. Things are happening, and this is all the work of the Heavenly Father. This place is the Lord is destroying this place slowly but surely. It says, howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. This place is not going to be healed. You know, if that was the case. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. This place, if it was the Heavenly Father's will, this place would have been healed already. You know, uh, there would be no need for QE1, QE2, quantitative easing into infinity. There will be no need to raise interest rates to slow down spending. There will be no need to increase the debt ceiling and none of these other things that are used as stopgap measures to keep this place from falling. If so, it would have been healed already. These things, they would, you know, the leadership or the ones that are in authority wouldn't have had to do these things. But it says, again, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So this place is not going to be healed, meaning the Lord is going to make sure that this place goes down. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto the heavens and is lifted up even to the sky. So these other nations are now like, yo, let's go ahead and walk off from America. You know, let's go into our own country. Let's do our own thing. Let's make deals between ourselves because the judgment of this place has reached unto the heavens. You know, it is lifted up unto the skies, meaning it has got to a point where the Heavenly Father, like, okay, that's enough of this. I'm finna go on get you up out of here. So this place is going to mourn. It's going to lament. You know, all the amenities, all the luxuries that the people here in Babylon are used to and have grown accustomed to, it's going to be all taken away. It won't last forever. We're seeing the decline of it now. So this place is going to mourn, or Egypt is going to mourn. Just like ancient Egypt was mourning when the Lord was bringing those pestilences and destroying ancient Egypt, well, the same thing gonna happen in this day and age. Let's go to Second Edges chapter 15. Verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. So this place is going to mourn. You know, the foundation of it will be destroyed. It's going to be smitten, and the Lord is going to bring all kind of plagues, sicknesses, punishments, and judgment to this place, because it's the Heavenly Father that's going to bring these things to this place. I'm gonna jump down to verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe to those that dwell here, you know, in Egypt, that don't walk and live according to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai." Woe means destruction. It means a recompense, a judgment. You know, those who walk according to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, they're going to be protected from the said perils. And how will they be protected? By their works. You know, if you go back a few verses in Ezra chapter 15, Salakia. That's second Ezra chapter 9, my bad. I think like verse 6 or 7, somewhere up in there. But that's how the righteous are going to be protected from these things that are to come here to Babylon or Egypt, better known as America. These things will happen. The foundation of this place has been smitten, it's been broken down. We're watching the crumbling of a kingdom. And the Lord has put it on the world stage so that everybody can see it. This is going to happen. People are starting to feel the burn. They're starting to feel the heat. They're starting to notice things ain't how they used to be in the 80s here in Babylon. Things ain't how they used to be here in the 90s in Babylon, you know. But let's continue. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." So the destruction of this place, the sword, it draweth nigh. And the people here, that of especially the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American that don't listen, that won't listen to the Lord, the destruction, i.e. the sword, the destruction, it draweth close. It's on the cusp. It's going to happen. And we already have people standing up against each other, fighting one another with swords in their hands, i.e. that's weapons. Those are guns. It's all kind of protests happening that they purposely don't report on or bring to the forefront. But this place is done. It's over. America doesn't have allies to come pull them out, or I should say, that will come and pull them out when things really get bad. But again, verse 15 once more, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." And it's going to get worse, and this is really going to happen. This is prophecy. Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So there's going to be sedition among men. You got to think this also goes into Jacob's trouble. It's going to be all kind of sedition, uproars, infighting, people invading one another. They're not regarding kings, authoritative figures. They ain't gonna be listening to the police. They ain't gonna be listening to Congress. They ain't gonna be listening to the president. They ain't gonna be listening to nothing. they're gonna take actions into the people gonna take actions into their own hands, and they're gonna stand in their own power, and it's gonna be so bad that people are gonna want to leave. Verse 17: A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's gonna be so much pandemonium in hell when it really kick up. People gonna be desiring to leave and they ain't gonna be able to leave because Esau gonna do the martial law thing and stop all traffic coming in and out from vehicles to airplanes. They gonna want to leave, but they ain't gonna be able. Verse 18 it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." So because of the pride of this place and the people, the cities are going to be troubled. There's going to be all kind of things happening. You know, houses are going to be getting destroyed, burned down, blew up. Everything gonna be happening, broken into, and men are gonna be afraid, and it's gonna make people afraid. They're gonna be scared while they watch the downfall of this sinful kingdom, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Verse 19 it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses, like it, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation." So people are not gonna have pity on one another. You know, those neighbors that were once cool, they ain't gonna be cool. They gonna be at each other. They're gonna be destroying each other's houses with the sword, i.e. the gun, weapons. They're gonna be spoiling goods. They're gonna be going around taking stuff because people are gonna have a lack of bread. They ain't gonna have the things that they used to have. And here in Babylon, America, when things don't go their way, they immediately become desperate and they become extremely dangerous. So much so that they'll hurt and kill for one little morsel of whatever it is. So these things are going to happen, and it's going to be what? For great tribulation. It's going to be a bad time. But guess what? This is all in the destruction and the downfall of this place called America, which, if you look up the definition of America, it literally means bitter. This is a bitter place. You don't believe it? Look at the history. Look at how this place was established. And look who was used to establish it. This place is a bitter place for a specific racial demographic of people known as the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So this was just a quick lesson. America has already been smitten. Egypt shall mourn. Shalom.